Hey guys, and welcome to 12 Days of Deck Reviews once again. For today's deck review, I'm doing a review that was requested, and this deck is actually no longer in print, but since this review was requested, I will be reviewing the Black Tiger deck with the white pips. So let's take a look at the box here. We see that it says bicycle, and then there's a tiger that is holding on to the B and the E, and it looks angry right here in the face, and we see its back. Here it is holding on, and then it just says Black Deck Tiger playing cards. And all this is in black and white here. On this side it says the United States Playing Card Company in Cincinnati, Ohio. So this is before the USPCC moved to Kentucky. On the other side it says UV 500 Airflow Finish, made in the USA. And this is a finish that is no longer used by Illusionists. The United States Playing Card Company no longer produces the UV 500 Airflow Finish. And now Illusionist decks do not have that, but all of the Black Tiger with white pips decks have the UV 500 Airflow Finish, and they're no longer in print, so every single one of them has that finish. On the bottom there's a barcode, and it says bicycle, and under the barcode there it's a Jack of Diamonds reveal. And the top it says poker, and then there's a Queen of Hearts right there. And then we have our black seal, and then this is our back design. It's basically just a standard bike design in black and white. Opening up the flap, we have just some copyright information. There's nothing special right there. And in the deck there is a couple of Illusionist ad cards right there. And this is the Ace of Spades. It's a fairly standard Ace of Spades. Besides the color, it's completely black and white. And there's also two jokers in the deck, and they are basically just standard jokers. Again, the only difference with these and standard jokers is the color. Now, the rest of the cards are standard as well, except for the color. It's completely black and white. So everything that would normally be in color is white here. Every single one, even, all of the pips, the court cards, everything. And then everything that would be white, such as the background on a standard card, is actually black. So there's a lot of black and white here. The back is just a standard card basically, except for it's black and white. Again, there's a lot of white, and there's a black border, and that's about it here for the back design. Now, the problem with having only white pips is that it's really hard to distinguish between the red cards and the black cards because they're all white in this case. So, I mean, like for a color change or something, it wouldn't be as visual because of the color. But it still looks pretty cool. It's pretty much standard though. So for look, this deck gets a 3.5 out of 5. Now the UV 500 Airflow Finish does handle quite well. It does kind of feel like an airflow finish, but it does handle nicely. We can see that it spreads really smoothly, and it also fans smoothly. There's not a lot of clumping despite the deck being made out of a lot of black ink, and I have had this for a while. Now the only problem with this deck, when you handle it for a long time, is that it does begin to chip, and that's why I kind of gave it a 3.5 for looks as well, because after a while you get like these chips and all that, and it doesn't look as good as when you first get it out of the box. But it still handles well even though they get chipped. And we can see here that the cards spread really well, and there's nice and even spreads. The springs are also really nice. The stock does feel a little bit thinner than like a bicycle standard, but I don't know what stock they used really for this deck. But it does handle well nonetheless. So for handling, I give this deck a 4.5 out of 5. I recommend that you do go out and try to find it. It's rare now, and the price has gone up, but it's still at a reasonable price range if you can find it. So yeah, that's about it for this review, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I plan on doing a review on the Artisan deck. So thanks again, and have a great day.